Hey, so I feel as though there's like some great story about second chances I want to tell here, but I don't have one. Not really. Not really. I mean, the whole work thing is kind of a second chance. Let's see, how much have I filled you all in? Wow, how terrible is that? I literally don't remember what I've talked about. Except that, yes, September's over. I probably should have been fired because my sales were really bad for July and August. But company really likes me. Yeah, I don't know that I've shared any of this. I really got to go back and look to see. But anyway, I'm still on the payroll. Okay, well, all right, fine. I probably haven't shared this. If I have, well, here's the second time to hear it. And if I haven't, then it's all brand new. And hopefully, I'm not spoiling anything that can't legally be shared yet. I think I didn't want to jinx it or whatever. Anyway, long story short, the management at Annapolis Volvo really likes me and has decided that they don't want to just lose me because my sales were bad. They want to transition me into a product specialist role, sort of supporting the sales team, being less focused on the sales and more supporting the team using my skills, my tech, the value that I bring to the sales table, being sort of a technical liaison and a support liaison, ongoing for clients who have bought vehicles, and so on and so forth. And so much of it is undefined at this point. We really haven't planned it out. I always seem to take my socks off when I'm recording videos. That's why I'm like looking all weird leaning because I'm like stretching out to grab my socks off my feet. Anyway, the color balance in this video is horrible. But yeah, it's kind of like a product specialist support role. It's not defined at all yet, so we're actually kind of probably in the next like 10 to 15 days going to actually figure it out. So until then, I'm just going to continue as a normal salesperson. And it's not necessarily that I won't do sales afterwards, but the way that I do it's going to be different, and the amount of time in my day I spend on it's going to be different. So we'll see. I had a really good conversation with someone about it privately, and they said I should just write up the job description and give it to them before they write one up and give it to me. And that's a wonderful idea, and I started doing that. But anyone who doesn't actually work in HR or like in an HR kind of role like that, probably if you've ever tried to write a job description, even for yourself, I don't know, it really kind of stinks. And yeah, it's like a total blank check because it's a chance to like really write some awesome responsibilities. And like if I'm front loading it with like stuff that's really in my wheelhouse, I mean, this could be a really cool thing. It's gonna take some stretching of the mind here to really like figure out what a really strong job description would be, and also try to match what I want to do with my time with what they want me to do with my time, and balance their knowledge of the industry, and my sort of outsider coming into the industry with the whole tech internet sort of perspective, and merging all this stuff. And I think they're going to be fairly flexible, and I don't think they're going to be like, oh, go brush. It's not going to be like a totally miscast thing, but the more I can do to persuade it, or I gotta sell the non-sales position. This is, yeah. Anyway, the more I can do to front load it with the responsibilities I want, the happier I'll be in the long run, doing the work I think is worthwhile, and because it would still probably have some kind of a commission or bonus structure built into it, the more money I'll make in the end, which isn't a bad thing. Speaking of money, I have been totally wrecking it. Wait, is that a good thing? I've been doing really well playing poker the past few days. I don't know where the urge came from. I mean, I played poker in the past. Used to play like some house games a lot. I never played it like outside of people's houses. You know, I never actually played in a casino or anything. But you know what? In the next like couple of weeks or months, I might. We'll see. Gotta make a little bit of money to throw money away, but maybe Anyway, all gambling is throwing money away. Even poker. I mean, if it's gambling, you're throwing money away. Even if you win, I mean, you gotta win like a lot to not be throwing your money away. But yeah, I've been like really more interested in it lately, and I downloaded an app, just Zynga Poker. I played with Zynga Poker in the past, and I mean it's fair. You know, it maybe it's not the best, maybe it is. I don't know. I still haven't played with a whole lot of them, but it's fast, it's easy, it's free, or whatever combination. It's free. That's all I know, and it seems to work pretty well. There's enough people on there. That I can at least like gauge like, okay, how am I doing today? Like, am I just losing everything? Am I crushing other people? And I've been knocking a lot of people out on that poker, on Zynga Poker, which is really cool. It's fun. Yeah, so I've been doing well on it, and I just started playing a little bit with my roommate, and yesterday and today I totally crushed him as well. Not to gloat. I mean, whatever. It's interesting and curious, and the way I've been playing the past few days, now that I've like started playing again, I can notice somewhat of a difference from how I usually play or used to play. I don't know, there's something different, and I'm wondering if it's like a manifestation of something I've been developing by doing sales, the sort of assumptive way that you approach negotiations. If it's been having a positive in this case effect on my poker playing, which is really an interesting side skill. Yeah, so I'm really excited about that. We'll see if I ever go to the casino to play. I think there's like $150 buy-in games all the time, which I mean I don't like the idea of throwing $150 away. But I've done it an awful lot in my life too, and $150 is not horrible. It's not 500. It's not 1,000. It's enough to hurt, but it's also something I can recover from without too much agony. But yeah, so there's that. I had an interesting conversation that's still not over because it might even be in the basic steps. So I posted something on Twitter the other day, something to the effect of, hey, has Facebook ever built their own browser yet? Or has Facebook built their own browser yet? It's kind of like just a random thought. Like, obviously I know the answer, but also it's like a random thought. And it's one of those cool things like, what if they launch it in the next like week or two and people will like, he knew, but I didn't know, but I did know because I'm a time traveler. But anyway, someone I know responded, they don't need to. Most of the population already uses Facebook and thinks it's the internet, so they don't need their own browser. Which, that's a relatively fair thought, and it's not something I had not considered. I'm pretty sure I had already considered it. But at the same time, like, then isn't there all the more reason that they should bring everything under the control? Anyway, so this person responded, and I'm like, oh, yeah, well, Google didn't need to build a browser when Google was the homepage for everybody, and blah, blah, blah. And I challenged him, all right, so what are 5 reasons they should build their own browser? Which, it's an old principle. Know the other side of the argument better than the people on that side do, right? If you want to win an argument or a persuasion or whatever, know the other side of the argument better than the other person. It's a fun thought experiment. So I'm really glad that he responded. I'm going to try and come back to it if I remember to. That's what it comes down to. As long as I remember to, I'm going to come back to it and give some reasons why they should not. Why it would be a waste of resources. So anyway, great conversation. I am still very interested in and love the tech world. I really don't understand the split personalities thing I'm doing right now, with sales being my day job and tech kind of being by the wayside at night and weekends kind of thing. I don't know. We'll see how this goes, especially as my new role develops. I think it's going to be a lot. I'm going to try and make it a lot more tech oriented, or at least internet connected, if not like a tech position, at least like something digital, with more of my time and efforts. But anyway, that's me, a technologist, a futurist, a 10,000 year thinker. So you get 10,000 years to comment on and like, thumbs up this video, give it good ratings somewhere in the next 10,000 years, preferably soon, like today or tomorrow. But yeah, anyway, there's all that. So this is running long and I'm rambling, but yeah. All right. Cheers.